Yeah, can you see my PPT?
Yes,
Yes,
Lasha.
老师。
Yes, 老师。
Okay. This class we will after class you will write the report. Okay. This is we will begin a class. Okay.
OK，老师。
哇。Yeah. This class we will start the experiment 2, determination of the action potential and the conduction velocity and refractory period of the sciatic nerve tract. The sciatic nerve tract is also like that. The is a big and thinker, the nerve fibers. And this the sciatic nerve tract is that we made that from the frog or the toad, from the toad. This experiment 2. The purpose of the experiment first that understand the recording the method of the nerve tract action potential. We have to record that the action potential of the nervous tract. Nerve tract is also like a lot of a bunch of the nerve fiber. And also that this recording method is that is not we study that we study the action potential is that is insert the neurons or nerve fibers, and then we can know that the action potential wave. But that this recording method majorly that is also after the cell membrane of the nerve fiber. This is that, but that this wave is also affect also shows that action potential produced. There is, I hope you know that it's different from the action potential wave. And the second that master the method and the principle of the conduction velocity of the nerve tract and action potential and the measure of the refractory period. We have studied that the action potential, and also that we have studied the resting potential. And there we have known that after one stimulation and then to the CO, also the excitable CO produced the action excited. One excited, and also the excited that is the action potential produced shows that the cells excited. And also after one action potential, also that is in a period of there cannot be excited. This is the period we call that the refractory period. This experiment that then before we started the experiment also that. We should review the knowledge we have studied the chapter 2, the cell functions that the majorly that the action potential and the resting potential. This activity the cells activities. Yeah. Resting potential. We have known that resting potential means that the cell is in resting and have not be stimulated, and then this in the polarization situation. We call that resting potential. Resting potential shows that the inside of the membrane is also negative, and outside the membrane is the positive. This situation we call that the polarization, and also we call this the resting potential. Yeah. Do you remember?
Yes, 老师。
Do you remember? Yeah, the resting potential, the concept, and I hope you understand that. Also, that the resting potential, the stretching of the resting potential is also shows that the cell membrane is in a stretching of the polarization. We also call this polarization, and then we can see here that this is also that this is the stretching, the resting potential. Resting potential, we all know that like that. We can see here that we can see here that then we can see here that this is also that we can see that this recording also this recording, and then we can see this the nerve fiber, this also cell memory. The cell memory we have know that then we recording this outside the cell memory. We can see here that this the memory potential is the same. We can see here that this also that shows the memory potential is zero, and then we found that this also there zero. We can see zero, and then we can see here that, yeah, we can see here that then this insert the cell membrane and then insert into the cell membrane. We can see there this record. We found that the according to the outside cell membrane, then we found that in the inside of the cell membrane, there we can see here that the memory potential is lower than outside. Yeah. The lower and then outside, then we record. We also that divide that we also that we divide that outside the cell membrane is zero, and then shows that inside the cell the memory potential is also then lower than zero, is that negative. Yeah. Understand? Yeah, and then we can see here that we can see here that there we can here that there is no, this is also that this insert is very light. It also is not like that is no stimulation. This stimulation, the degree of stimulation is very low, so that we shows that is not the stimulation. And then we can see here that is also that is this recording that found that the inside the memory potential is lower than outside. So here that if we divide that outside the cell membrane is zero, and then inside the cell membrane is negative, is also lower than zero, is also negative. Negative, we also record that like that is also about the negative 90. Is this situation that because this cell have not received the stimulation, and then this the cell in the resting situation, and then also we showed that this cell membrane is the cell membrane is that is negative situation, so that we called that this situation that is polarization, 产生的极化状态 is also then we can see here the cell memory we give a simulation. This simulation is also higher or equal to the threshold simulation. And then we can see here that this simulation that, and also then we can see here that this simulation, and then this simulation is also that the cell the majorly that the voltage aptitude, the voltage aptitude or the electrical aptitude, and then we found that the local potential produced, and then we found that the cell because there is simulation, and then need to majorly that the channel, especially the sodium channel, the sodium concentration is higher than inside the cell membrane, the sodium concentration. So here that if the sodium channel open, and the sodium into the influx, and then we have know that the sodium is carry the positive ions, and also then he then into the cell, and then into the cell inside the cell membrane is also increased, and then become increased, and even become from negative 90, and then reach to zero, and reach to the threshold potential, and then this also that is even higher than even reach to the positive 30. So here that we call that this means that this action potential. We can see here that We can say this also overshoot. We can see here that this also that, and also this we can see, and then we can know that this oscillin bunch, we call that this is the depolarization, and this is also the also that the repolarization. And then we can see this wave we call that the action potential. Yeah. Do you remember? Yeah. This situation we know that resting potential. This we can know that is action potential. So here that what is the action potential? This concept I hope you studied. We have studied, and also I hope you all remember and understand. It means that the action potential is we have know that it means that on the basis of the resting potential, we can see here based on the basis of the resting potential, and then we give or receive or effective stimulation. This stimulation also that is higher or equal to the threshold stimulation. And then lead to that we can see here that this excitable cells. This cells is also excitable cells, like that schematic cells and also gland cells, also that the nervous cells. We have known that the excitable cells include three kinds of cells. That the gland cells, the skeletal muscle cells, and also that the muscle cells, also that the include also gland cells. These three kind of cells is also include that the excitable cells. And then the excitable cells can produce a memory potential or fluctuation that are produced rapidly per to a distance after receiving the effective stimulations. First that he produced a memory potential fluctuation, and also then this fluctuation can be rapidly propagate to a distance. It also means that it can be transmit around transmit even into the total or the whole cells excited. Then this means that action potential. This concept I hope you understand. Also, you should know that this wave is also the action potential wave. Yeah. Can you remember? Yeah. Yeah. So know that I hope you know that this wave is also that is overshoot. Also that I hope you know that this action potential also that the obtaining and also that designing. Yeah. There that I hope you know that the understand that the action potential generation mechanism we have studied that because that the stimulation and then into the small number of the sodium channel open on the membrane, and also they need to the small number amount of the sodium influx. The sodium influx, and also they need to the also that need the special potential the member potential change, and then if the member potential change reach to the threshold potential. The threshold potential and then need to that the sodium channels are massively open. And then need to the notable amount of the amount of the sodium influx. This influx we call that regenerative sodium interflow. And then into the ascending bunch, we can see the formate the action potential ascending bunch because that the sodium channel open and the sodium influx, and then also that the sodium channel we have now the sodium channel open, and also then the sodium channel followed that the sodium channel inactivity and closed. Inactively closed, and also then the sodium influx stopped, and at the same time during this period also the potassium channel excited activation, and also the potassium channel open. The potassium channel open, we have known that then we can see the potassium channel open, and then all the time always, and also that inside that the potassium is higher concentration is the higher concentration than outside the cell. So here that the potassium outflow. The potassium outflow also the quickly outflows, and also then we know that the outflow potassium also carried the the positive, and also then need to that the resting potential return to the resting potential level. We can see here that resting potential and then descending. This is action potential descending bunch. So here that action potential wave is being made up that the ascending and the descending bunch, include that ascending bunch and descending bunch. And then this there also that this measure that because they are doing this period, also they need to the sodium inside the sodium concentrating increase, and outside the potassium increase, and then this the ions concentration change, and also then is activity that the sodium and potassium bump, and then the bump then also that bump the two potassium into the cell, three sodium out the cell. Then also that we can see here that this also that the ions, the other concentration recovered, then recovered like that, recovered the resting. So here that this action potential derivation mechanism. There I hope we master that the key channel. Can you tell me the key channel? Which is the key channel of the action potential derivation? Yeah. Who can tell me? The key channel or the key ions. Which is the key ions of the action potential derivation? Yeah. Who can tell me? Who can tell me during the action potential derivation, which ions is the key ions? All the major ions. Yeah. beg your pardon，华春飞。Sodium. Yeah. Sodium. Yeah. Thank you, Tan Sa Sa. Yeah, thank you. Sodium. The key also that majorly that the key flow is that also the sodium influx. Very good. Thank you. Yeah. And this knowledge we have studied the physiology. I hope you master that. And also then we have know that we have that because the sodium or the sodium and the ion channels also have majorly the three. Especially according to sodium channels also have the three situation: the excited activation and the inactivation, and also that propagation. This majorly three situation. So here that they are changed in the excitability of cells after excitation, and then we understand that is majorly that the concept that absolute refractory period. Absolute refractory period. It means that then during the period of the action potential, the spike potential the period, and then no matter how strong or how high the attitude or the degree of the stimulations, and then cannot produce the one action potential, and then we give a second stimulation, and then the second stimulation found during this period, we found that their cell can, and also that means that there is no action potential produced, and this period we call that the absolute refractory period. Yeah. And then can you tell me during this period the excitation according to this cell's excitation is higher or lower? Who can tell me?
Higher.
Yeah. during the period, this first stimulation and then produce the action potential, and then we during this period, this first action potential produced. During this period, we give another the second stimulation, then cannot be produced the action potential, and then we call this the absolute refractory period. Then can you tell me, according to the second stimulation, then this cell's excitation is very high or lower?
Higher.
Think again. Yeah. You can hear that no matter how strong the stimulation cannot be started again. This cells during this period. It means that no matter how the second stimulation, no matter how strong or how high, cannot be started, and then we can know that this is during this period, the cells excitation is higher or lower?
Lower.
Very good. Lower. It means that we can see no matter how strong, but that the cell cannot be started. It means that this during this period of second stimulation, according to the second stimulation, this cell in the situation is lower excitation, lower excitation stimulation, and also even we can see here, no matter how strong, it's very high strong, cannot be excited. It means that during this period, this excitation is equal to 0. Understand? Yeah?
Yes, Lasha.
Yeah, I hope you understand. Then during this period, according to the second stimulation, the first stimulation excitation is normal. But that the second, according to the during this period, we give a second stimulation, and then according to the second stimulation, and then this cells cannot be started. No matter how the how degree of the or how the strong the stimulation, and then this cell cannot be started. It means that it means that his excitation ability is lower, is very lower, and is equal to 0. Yeah, understand here?
Yes, Lasha.
Yeah, because majorly that during the period, then we first that the sodium channel open, and also then the second stimulation, and then cannot lead to the sodium channel open, and then the sodium channel open after the channel open, and then the channel is activation. So here that there. And there, I have know that during the absolute refractory period, then we give the second stimulation, and then cannot be produced another action potential. So that we found that it means that the period between the first and the first and the second stimulation is very short, and then during this period about 1 microsecond, and then we cannot be produce another action potential. Then we found that this period we call absolute refractory period. Then during this period, that the cells excitation is 0. And also then we found that there the relative refractory period. Then we can see here that during this period, and then we give another second second stimulation, and then can be generated the action potential. But that this stimulation degree or stimulation degree or stimulation attitude should be higher than the threshold potential, threshold stimulation, and then also means that this excitability is lower than the lower than normal. And also that we can see here that even that during their less than their hypernormal period, and also there we can see here that we can see this like that we can see here that if give we can see here that this is this is also we can see here that this is also that yeah, this that about here we can see here that this also that is this that that's then that's about between the threshold and the -90, and there with this period we found that if we give a stimulation and then we found that he is near to the threshold potential, so here that he easily to produce the action potential, then this period we call that the hypernormal. And then we can see here that is this period that is also less than negative, is also about 100 negative 100, and then we can see here that he is far away the threshold potential, and then we call that the lower gravity. Yeah. So here I have know that changes in the excitability of the cell after one stimulation, and they are included that majorly four kind of the refractory period. And then we should record the two stimulation, and then produce the two action potential. So here that we should need to the period of the two stimulation is longer than the refractory period. Then we can produce the second stimulation, and then need to the second action potential. Yeah. Understand here?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. So I hope you understand that how to measure the cell the nerve fibers the refractory period. Then is according to this the concept. Like that we like that the one stimulate and then action potential, and then after follow the second follow the first stimulation, and then we give immediately action the second stimulation, and then we have found that is also no action potential, and then we should also the second stimulation is longer. Is also that after the time period of between period of the first stimulation we keep the longer, and then longer than the refractory period, and then the second stimulation can produce the second action potential. And then between the two action potential, the time is also the period, or is the refractory period. Yeah. So here that I hope you know that the theory, the principles of the mirror refractory period is according to this concept. Yeah. Then we just about that there only the action potential first that the cell the sodium channel open, and then reach to the threshold potential. And what is threshold potential? They are according to the nervous fiber. I hope you understand that the threshold potential means that the critical value of the memory in the action potential. Then this potential we call that the threshold potential. And then threshold potential is generally that smaller than resting potential about 10 and 20 microvolt. There is that we just about that if the resting potential about -90, and then resting potential about the -70. This is the threshold potential. I hope you understand. We can see this like that we can see here that this resting potential. Then reach to the threshold potential. The threshold potential, and then the threshold potential reach the threshold potential, and the heart cells there, cardiac massage cells is also that the calcium channels. They are according to the nerve and the nerve or the skeletal muscle, majorly that the sodium channel. Then threshold potential, yeah. Okay. This concept I hope you understand. Yeah. And then we also know that there are, according to the seal, the nerve fiber, we found also that is also this seal. Now, seal we can see here that if the seal that the action potential, we can see that like that this stimulation, the action potential produced, and then we can see that action potential action conduction because then we can see here that this followed by the cell membrane, and then this action called current mode, no called current mode, and then into the action potential conducted. Then this also the conduction velocity is related to the axon diameter and electrical resistance, and also the sodium channel density. This that is unmagnetic. And then unmagnetic, then we can see here that magnetic cells we can see they are magnetic because the cell membrane after cell membrane is covered the mining shield. The mining shields we have noted that he cannot. There is also that his there is the cell the intracellular fluid, extracellular fluid. Extracellular fluid. We can see here that this is also the intracellular fluid, and the intracellular fluid is also this the non VooV. We have known that this is the novel VooV is also there is also the extracellular fluid. But there we can see this cell membrane. This is the myelin shield. Myelin shield cannot have no the ability of the conduction. So here that we found that there, if the action potential conduction based on that the near node of the VooV, we can see here that the VooV uninfected, there is also have the local current, and then this local current can conduct that action potential. Yeah. So here that we can see here that this we also call this the jumping conduction of the local current between the urine venous junctions. And then we can see here that his jump conduction is that. And also the solve allergy, and then also because that during this node of the river is also so then I hope you know that the action potential conducted during the nerve fibers or the cells. Do you understand? Then we can see that this the local current. We can see that because action potential and then need to the cell membrane change, and also then we can knock this action potential. Then in the inside is the positive and outside is the negative. And also there is not excited, and then we can see is also that the negative the outside is the positive. And then we can see here that be near to the river. This is negative, yeah. Then we can see here that this is positive, this negative. Also that can formate that the current, the local current, yeah. And also then, because we can also, if we record that, when we found that this excited the memory point, there is a negative, and this is not excited, then we can see here this is positive. So here between this point, between the two point or two side, they also have the electrical current difference. Yeah, understand here? Yeah. So here that we if we record that, then we record that like that this 2 point, and also we can also found that this difference between this point, and also that this is the positive, this is negative, and then this is also that the difference also difference also shows the wave, So here that show the wave, and also then this wave is also not the inside or outside. It's also then outside the steel membrane. Then we also found that this wave is also that the wave is wave produced. Yeah, I hope you know that. And also that this I hope you understand that. And then we talked about that this neuron, not this nerve fiber. The nerve fiber, and also that this we can see here that this many cells can have now the conduct. Here that he imagined that he based on the this conduction the action potential. The factor of nerve fiber conduction action potential based on the basically based on the four aspect. One, the physiological integrity. The physiological integrity includes that the structure integrity, and also the structural integrity, and also the functional integrity. And we also know that if the structure destroyed, and also then this action potential cannot be conducted the end of the nerve fibers, and also that in solution, and also that it can be conducted by the reactionally, and also that relatively low fatigue. So here that is the feature of the nerve fibers conduction of the acting potential, and we also that. And then we just about that is the speed high or lower also related to the diameter of the. So we can see here that his the speed is in a single is high, and we will begin of the impairment. The impairment we just about that the purpose of the impairment we should understand the recording method of the nerve conduction velocity of the nerve tract action potential and the measurement of the refractory period. So here that in here, I hope you know that first one recording method of the nerve fiber nerve tract action potential. The two is also that the conduction velocity, how to measure the conduction velocity, and also that the three purpose of the impairment. Yeah. And the subject is also the told also. That we should calling the toad. In the sciatic nerve. And also that we should that the socket free nerve tract in the ringless through 10 minutes, and then then terminus, and then lead to that the cell after cell membrane is also full of the Ringer's solution. Ringer's solution is also equal to the intra environment is also equal to the according to the Trout is like that his extracellular fluid. Is then we place the nova specimen in the shading box, and then first that place the free nova track on the electrode of the shading box, and then the sinking end of the nova track is placed on the side of the stimulating electrode. And the thin end is also the peripheral end is placed on the side of the recording. We should prepare for the sciatic nerve specimens, and then we should kill the toad. We should kill the toad, and we also fix the toad, and then we use the approach, the approach, and the approach, and then we found that this is also the three point. There is also that the two eyes. Also there is also the two eyes. Also there the 1, 2, 3. This also that this equal the tribal the 3 point. Can you see that? Yeah. 1 eye, 2 eye, and there is also equal to the longer. There is, we know that this is 3 point. This 3 point. Then this point, then we call that the foramen magnum. Foramen magnum. And then we should use the approach penetrated. This approach. Man and magnum. Also then we also that we from the left and the right, from the up and down, and then we destroy the brain and the spinal cord. Destroy the spine and spinal cord. It means that the brain death. Yeah. And then we also then need to bring and the brain and the spinal completely destroyed. We also shows that the nimble relaxation, completely relaxation. They also means the muscles relaxation. Relaxation also shows that the brain death. Yeah. Answer here.
Yes, understand, Lausha.
Yeah. And then we need to the throat die, and brain death, and then second that also that we should cut of the upper and the cut of the upper torus, and also the internal organs, and also then we use like that. We only see that like that the. Also then we need the skin the lower nimbus, and also need to skin on the lower limbs, and then we put that put this limbs, and also then immersed in the English solution. English solution is also know that is equal hit the complaints equal to the extracellular fluid. Extracellular fluid, we have know that is like that according to the body, the intervention. Extracellular, then also that he needed to the extracellular the English solution about 2 minutes, and then also that we also then he fixed that in the board, or we can see here that fix this spacing on the frog board and with the frog legs, and then also that we the ventral side up, and then the sciatic nerve was freed along the side of the spine, and with we can see the glass the glass that we can see use the glass miniature needles we cannot use the we should the glass meter needles. Then cannot insert the nerve fibers. And also then we can see that that inglated near the spine, we can see that and also that the nerves would cut. And also we can also that when the nerves we engage near the spine, and the nerves would cut, and then the nerve trunk would move from the ventral surface to the bank. The isolate the sciatic nerve from the sign to the artery tendon, and also that the sciatic nerve was freed and placed and also placed in the regular solution for later use. Also that we isolated in, and also immediately that take place it in the regular solution for later use. And then later use, we can see here that sciatic nervous nervous preparation, and then isolated, and then we also take it in the regular solution. Then also that we also that for the third that we collection of the shading box and the use of the computers. Then we can see here that this we can see here that this neural stem also the nerve fiber nerve scabbing box. We can see there this box. This box also we can know that this we can see here this the electrode, we can see here that this missing electrode, and also that this recording electrode, and also this there. And this missing electrode, and then we should take also this macro communication, macro computer biological singular processing system. This is processing system. We can see there. We can I hope you know that there this we can see this is the the sciatic the nerve.
Yes, sir.
Also the neural stem, or from the Junger's solution, and then place this this box. And then I hope you know that this missing electrode, this recording electrode, this one we can see here, this one channel, this is two channel, and then the one channel and the two channel, and also this this is the electrical trode. We can see the between the this electrical trode distance. Then is here that is one centimeter, 1 cm. The one cm, and also then we can see here that this one channel is also this distance is 1 cm, and also this also that 1 cm. And the simulation we have know that simulation means that we give cell excited, and there. So here that we have know that the electrical the nerve fiber the neural stem is also means a bunch of the neuron, a bunch of the nerve fibers. So here that, and then also means that he also that is a single, or this I hope you know that take the neural stem in this box should follow this directions. In the simulation electrical trode should the sync, and the recording trode is the syn. As that here.
Yes, Lucian.
Happy now that then we just about we can see here that we isolate this the nova fiber nova specimens. The nova specimen we have known that near to the we can see here that near to the central near to the brain is very single, and then peripheral is also that thin. So here that this is the central, this is also the peripheral. So then we take that also we cut the cottons, and also the cut cotton lines, and also then we also take that like that. Take that we should place that like this this point should that is a single. This is also seam. Is also seam. Yeah. Answer here.
Lucian.
Okay, we have a yes, okay. Have a yes. 10 minutes later, we are continue, okay?
Okay, Lucian. 好的，老师。
We are continue, okay? Come back. Yeah? We are continue, okay?
Yes, master.
Yeah. Controlled. The net controlled. I hope you take that. You should take the thinker. The thinker. The thinker. The thinker. The simulator electrode, and the theme in the recording electrode. We can see like that. That I hope you know that this is also that no fiber. The no fiber then this the simulator electrode, and there this is the recording electrode, and there I hope you know that there will send the Nova truck there place the truck the sinker end on the simulator electrode, and the thin end of the Nova track on the recording electrode. Recording electrode, we have know that also that this is a bunch of the Nova fiber. So here that also that the electrical velocity conduction velocity is be related to the diameter of the Nova fiber. So here that there is a sinker. Sinker it means that the speed is higher, and also this thing is also the speed is lower. So then we also that if we stimulate their action potential, it also can be conducted to the this we stimulate this point potential. This action potential can be conducted to the recording electrode that touch the point, and also that this 1 point you can see this two. But I'm sorry, this 1 channel collect the equipment that macro equipment that this 1 channel, and this 2 channel, and then we also can be recording to the computer. We also can see the wave. The wave also that this also that we can see this action potential. Yeah. Can I understand?
Yes, Lucian.
Yeah, and then and also then because we have known that this also they have the resistance and also the conduction resistance. So can that this wave is also that is the aptitude is the wave. We can see the aptitude is of the wave is higher than the channel 2. The channel 1, because the channel 1 near this also there is resistant, and also then the channel 2 is lower. We can see this channel 1, the action potential. The channel 2 we can see lower than the channel aptitude is lower than the channel 1. And then this is not one singular of the Nova fiber. It's a bunch of the Nova fibers. And also then we also the Nova, because there are a bunch of Nova fibers, and alpha Nova fiber and beta Nova. The different nerve fiber also have different excitation, and also we also see that the action potential, and there this that I hope you know that this sublimation output, and then we can in the computer there is the schedule we can set sublimation period or sublimation aptitude. And also then also we type that the all simulation output, and output, and then the stimulation they reach there, and they need to stimulate this the nerve trunk. The nerve trunk is the cell membrane, and then they need to the nerve excited, and this excited can be conducted by the cell membrane, and then also then in this cell membrane touch the electrode, and then can be conducted to the electrical code. This is the recording electrode. Yeah, and also that we can see here that this 2 point, this point between the 2 point, we also that the distance about 1 cm, 1 centimeter. We know that, and this distance should know that. Yeah, this between the different one is also the A point and the B point. This also that is about the 1 centigram. And also there is also that is also this also the between this is also that is also 1 and the second channel also to reach to the two channel can be recorded the action potential. This action potential is the channel 1, and then this one stimulation, the one action potential. This action potential is later the channel 1. Channel 2 is later the channel. Between between this two wave, we can calculate the period. Yeah, calculate the period. This period all the time. The time we can be calculated. Also, then the distance also we know that is also 1 cm, and also we can calculate the speed. Yeah. Velocity can be we can see here that velocity can be calculated. Yeah, the distance also that the time also then we know that it is calculates the velocity, the conduction velocity. Answer here. Yeah. So then we let the conduction velocity. The conduction velocity we can see here that this is one channel, this is two channel. We just about two channel. So then we can see here that one channel is the first can be recorded, and the two channel can follow that can be calculated, recorded, and then we can see here that the two channel the wave is later than the one channel, and also then we can record the time. Yeah, because that this time here that this time also that this one is about this one is this about 0.02 second, and also then we can see here that this point this point that the according we can see according that this about 0.0 this about the half is also we can see the 0.0 how you can tell me. Then we can this distance that is also means that the time is also that is one is that is 0.02 second, and then we can 1.5 is means that is also 0.3 second. Yeah, it means that then the channel 2 action potential can be recorded. Understand here? It means that we can see here that the action potential be conducted to the action potential be conducted from the channel 1 to the channel 2 should spend 0.03 second. Yeah? Understand? Yeah. And the second, we have know that there it means that there we can see this the wave that this we can see that there is about the 0.03 second. This that means we can talk about that the action potential be conducted from the channel 1 to channel 2 should spend 0.03 second. And then this distance, we also know that this distance about 1 cm. So then we can calculate that speed. Yeah. Also, we can calculate that the conduction velocity. The conduction velocity, can you calculate the? Who can calculate that? Who can tell me that the conduction 1 cm and 0.03. Can calculate about yeah. We can see here that is yeah. This no division. What's one? No, that yeah. No, there is not the 0.03. About yeah. Sorry. Then we can see here that this distance that this one that single is about 0.40 microsecond, and then we can see is 1 and a half, and then about the 0.75. Yeah. Then we can from the channel 2 from the channel 1 to channel 2 should spend there to the 0.75 microsecond. Yeah. Understand here? not the 0.0003. It is also that the microsecond. First recording, yeah. Here that you know that the channel one, this wave, yeah. Understand here? The channel one and is first can be coded. The channel two second can be coded, and then we can see here that this distance, this distance one distance is means that there are there is also that this is one this we can see here that this is the case, this is the small case. The small case we can see this small case is means that from the left to the right, this one, it means the time. The time then we can see here that is 0.5 microsecond. Can you understand? This is one case. Because we have now the from the left to right is means the time. The time we can see here, this time is that one case is means that the time is that the equal to the 5 microsecond. Yeah. Answer here. I hope you understand that that you can see here that this one case is means that the time is that the equal to the 0.5 microsecond. Can you understand? Do you understand? Because we have known that this is the we can set this speed, set the recording speed, and then this one case means that equal to the 0.5 microsecond. Yeah. Can you understand? Yeah, and then we can see here that this first the channel one first and the channel one first record the action potential, and the channel two followed the channel one, and because we can see here he's far away the stimulation, so then he followed the one channel and then can be recorded the action potential. Then this section one, the action potential, the channel one, the channel two. This channel one first, the channel two second, channel follow the later recorded the action potential, and then we can see here that between this that we can see about we can see here that yeah you can see here that this the time, the distance, yeah, the distance, that this one, the two, yeah. You can see here that this point, and this point, and this point is also that is also we know that like that the action potential produced, and that means that this first follow the action potential that the channel 1, the second channel 2, they all we found that is means that this time we can see here that about 1/2 and 1/2 is also that this is equal to the this distance about that equal to that, we can see here that equal to the yeah, this that we can see here that equal to the 0.775 microsecond. It means that this recording, this action potential be conducted to channel 2 should spend 0.75 microsecond. Yeah, answer here. Do you understand here? It means that we have, according to the VooV, we can calculate that this about one case and 1/2 of case, and is we can equal to that 1/2 of the case is that 0.25 microsecond, and that at the 0.5 microsecond is equal to the 0.75 microsecond. It means that the action potential from the channel 2, from the channel 1 be conducted to the channel 2 should spend 0.75 microsecond. Yeah, can you understand? Yeah, and then also that I hope you know that this also that the distance that, but this second the time we have know that, and then we have know the speed. It means that the speed is equal to the the speed is also equal to the distance and the divide the time, and then we can see that the distance that is distance about 1 and 2 is about we can see that like that is the speed. We can calculate that the speed velocity. The velocity is also equal to the distance minus divide the time. Divide the time is also second. The second is equal also. Then we can see that the distance we can see here that this 1 centigram and 2 centigram is also that it means that there's 2 cm. 2 cm, this distance, and also that is also that we know that is that he divide the time. Time is that is 0.75. Then we can calculate that about we can see that about I calculate that it's about yeah. We can calculate that about that we can see that about 60. You can calculate that it means that the meter and the second. Yeah. Can you understand? Is that we have know the velocity equal to the distance and divide the second, the time, and the time we can see here that the distance is that this this one centimeter, and that is 2 centimeter, and then above we can see here 2 centimeter, and time is that is 0.75 microsecond, and then we calculate that about 26.3 meter per second. Yeah. This that the velocity unit. Do you understand here?
Yes, 老师。
Yeah. And so here I hope you understand that this is the calculation, how to calculate that, and also then also that we know that you should understand that why this we have know that action potential can be conducted is no distance decrease, but that the novel stem is not only one novel fiber, it's a bunch of the novel fiber. The bunch of novel fiber also means also that he also have the novel distance, also then also that he need the resistance also then there is a decrease. No. No 5. We can see here that is 1/2 that, yeah. We can see here that is 1/2. You can see here that this is not only one single, not one single. We can see here that yeah, yeah. This point is one. Is also we can see here is 1/2. One half case. Yeah, I cannot that. Yeah. No 40. Yeah. You can see here that is this one case is 1/2 of the case. It also means that is 0.75, not the 0.5. Yeah. Do you know that the how to calculate the conduction velocity? Yeah. Understand here?
Yes, 老师。
Yeah. This result, I hope you have also this result. I hope you write the experiment record. This result there. Yeah. Okay. And I hope you know that how to calculate that this velocity, the velocity. Then and also there it means that this one according to the two channel and there one unit we can the calculate the conduction velocity. And the second that we should record the effectory. Then we record we see the same channel like that is one channel. We see the channel. And then the one channel and at the same time also the two channel also have this the wave, but we don't see that. We majorly that see the one channel. The one channel we can see here that we give two double simulation. We can see here that this is one simulation and two simulation. And also that this is the distance, the interval of the interval simulation, the interval of the second simulation is very longer, and then is higher than the refractory period, and then this also that can lead to the action potential produced. And then we can see here the one simulation action potential, two simulation action potential. Can you understand? Yeah. Do you understand? is that this interval that's between the two simulations is very longer. So here that the two simulations also have very longer than the refractory period. So here that also need to the action potential produced the first. Can you understand? Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. Here. Yeah, and then we will shorten the distance the interval of the two simulations, and then the shorten, and then we can see here that the second wave is move near to the first wave, and then reach to the refractory period if the interval is less than shorter than the refractory period. Can you tell me the second action potential resistant or disappear? If the interval of the two simulations is shorter than the refractory period, can you tell me the second action potential can be produced? Yes or no?
no.
No, very good. Is that we know that then first that we should a longer interval between the simulations, and then we can know that we can see here that we also that we can there is also we can see here that this is we can regulate the intervals, and then we shorten the intervals intervals of the two simulations, and then this interval shortened than the refractory period. Then also first shorten, and also that this is the second action potential move near to the first action potential. And then when the second action potential disappear, the time, like that we can see here that if this action potential this move and the action potential disappear, and that this time between these intervals, this time is that means that refractory period. Understand?
Yes,
Do you understand? Yeah. So I hope you understand that. We can see action potential, and it means that this interval of the action potential, that the two simulation is very longer than the refractory period, and then we shorten the intervals. Then this is the second action potential is move near to the first action potential, and when the second action potential disappear, this time we can see here that this time we can calculate that we can calculate that this time it means that the refractory period. It means that during this period we give our action potential we give us second simulation cannot be produced action potential. This time this period we call that refractory period. Yeah, understand here?
Yes, 老师。
Yeah, I hope you understand that. And also that like that if we the how to determination of the refractory period, they easy to understand that. And also that the result that first that we know that the action potential wave, and also how to the action potential wave, also that how to calculate the conduction velocity, and also how to measure the refractory period. This class we majorly I hope you understand that, and also that the discussing that. First, that I hope you know that we recording the action potential. This is the principle of the New York team action potential recording. This recording that is means that is we can see here that this we know that this we can see here that you can see here that like that is not recording the action potential is not insert them inside the nervous stem. It's also the outside the cell membrane. So here that we found that is majorly that we recording the membrane potential outside the membrane potential difference. The difference then formate the difference then formate the this like that this negative this positive and negative and then formate the wave. This wave also there shows like that means that action potential produced. So here that this wave is not action potential. It's then this wave shows that the action potential produced is not action potential. So here that the principle of the New York stem action potential recording. This that arguments that this recording that the difference between the 2 points outside the cell membrane is not between the cell membrane outside and inside the cell membrane. Then we call that this is the biphasic potential, and then which can reflect the acceleration and the conduction of the action potential, and it is the electrical city recording method. It is the electrical auxiliary recording method. And we have studied the action potential. That wave means that the intracellular recording method. Then means that the action potential is shows that the inside cell membrane and outside the cell membrane the difference. And we record that is the outside the cell membrane 2 point. And we can see here like that this 2 point. This also that this recording that this also that is not outside not inside the cell nerve is also that the electro road is also outside the cell membrane. And there are this first excited, this second excited. This first excited they are positive. This have no excited. This negative. There are this the difference shows that the difference that shows the action potential wave. This wave, and also then then this recovered, and there are this also excited, and then we can see here this is also that the difference shows the wave. So that the principles we call that this action potential wave we call that the outside the cell membrane recording is that the biphasic action potential. We call that biphasic action potential. Then this potential shows that action potential produced and also action potential acceleration and action potential conduction, but not is the action potential. Yeah. Understand here? Action potential is means that the difference between outside and inside the change. And there we know that this record the outside the cell membrane. And so here that this shows that the biphasic action potential is a biphasic potential. And then this first that this excited and then recorded to the another this recovered, and then this is excited. So here that this down this up. Understand here? Yeah. This principle I hope you understand that. Yeah. There I hope you know that this wave shows that the action potential, the membrane, the outside the cell membrane, outside the cell potential, cell membrane potential change, not the action potential. But this wave also reflects and shows that the action potential acceleration and conduction. Also the 2 point outside the cell membrane. Yeah. And also the principle of the mirror refractory period. This is easily to understand that basically that the what is the refractory period, and then means that during the refractory period we give oscillation cannot be excited and cannot the generate action potential, and then we according to this concept, and then we can measure the refractory period. So that discussing that, I hope you know that how to discussing that according to the phenomena, we discussing the discussing the knowledge, and we have studied the knowledge. Yeah. Then this department, I hope you master, and also that after class, I hope you write the cell memory. The cell memory we have the cell report, the department report. The department report we have, I know that they include that the topic and also the purpose and the method, and also that the result, and also discussing and also concluding. This 5 aspect of one department report. Yeah. After class, I hope you write the department report. Then you write the word and then send the word to your monitors and then send to me, okay? And all you send to the Li Yitong, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this class over. Goodbye.
刘老师，谢谢。
I will send the result. I hope you write and draw the wave and know how to calculate that. Yeah. I will send the PPT to Ding group. Yeah. Goodbye.
好的，老师，
谢谢老师，
谢谢老师，
再见。
再见，
再见。
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 再见。